What's up, y'all? This is BoxingMindTV. On with another one. I wanted to talk about the Derrick, Chisora, and Deontay Wilder fight. The review on that. It happened last week, last Saturday, and the fight. It was a good fight. It was a good fight. It wasn't the most technical fight. These guys at the last end of the how should I say, the end of the road of their career right now. And their fight was it's just a brawl. They both was hitting each other, taking hits from each other, being tired throughout the fight, hugging a lot throughout the fight, getting broken up. But they was fighting each other. They was fighting each other, taking blows one after another. Deontay Wilder ended up winning the fight by split decision. It wasn't your most technical fight. Clear punches wasn't being landed or anything like that, but it was entertaining because they was fighting each other, just fighting, just throwing at each other, no matter what happened. Just not being careless in there, basically, in the way that how I saw it, But they was really tired, what I'm saying, really tired and fatigued, and it's almost like it was their Chisora last fight. That was his last fight, his 50th fight, and I believe it was Wilder's 50th fight also. But Wilder wasn't planning on retiring. Derrick Chisora said it was going to be his last fight, win, lose, or draw. But the fight was entertaining, and it seemed like Deontay Wilder should probably retire too. But after the fight, he said that he kind of held back a little bit. He didn't want to hurt Derrick Chisora because they was friends or whatnot. But just watching the fight, it seemed like they both were fatigued. It seemed like to me, Deontay Wilder too, both of them, their legs wasn't underneath them as much. Their balance wasn't underneath them. They didn't have good balance. Like Derrick Chisora, he fell many times on the floor, at least 3 times, just by a simple push. Deontay Wilder just seemed like he was off balance a little bit just when he's ready to punch. Seems off balance, like his legs just seemed like it was there, stable. But he took some good shots from Derrick Chisora and he stood up. Deontay Wilder was able to knock down Derrick Chisora with a punch, and it was he got up, but they showed a lot of heart in this fight. None of them wanted to give up. None of them wanted to lose the fight. But Deontay Wilder was the winner for that fight, clearly, because he did landed probably the more cleaner shots in there. It was it was a cool fight, man. Cool little fight. But I don't know, going forward, I don't know if any of them, if Deontay Wilder could, the way he fought tonight, I don't know if he'd be able to compete with some of the new heavyweights that's coming in right now. The heavyweights that's like Moses Tama, like the new guy that's coming up. He's knocking out everybody. It's some like little killers in the division that he has a lot of stamina, that's hungry. And I don't know if Wilder could get better than what he is right now, because we know Wilder's not technical, and I love Wilder. I love what he's doing. I love his energy to the heavyweight division. I've been a fan of his for a minute, but I feel like in his prime he would have knocked out Derrick Chisora probably in the first 4 or 5 rounds. But because he's out of his prime, he's not able to show that anymore. You know what I'm saying? He's probably lost a little bit of the speed. He didn't lose the power, but his punching power is together. It's put together with his speed. His speed is the catalyst, I guess, in a sense, that helps him knock out these opponents, because he shoots it so fast. That right hand comes so fast, and I think he might have either lost a little bit of speed on that, but nonetheless, he did what he had to do with Derrick Chisora. But I just feel like in his prime, he would have knocked him out real early. But these guys that's in the division right now could give him trouble. But he says he's real healed. He's healed. He's probably healed, more healed than he ever been in his career. So, and he'd say he kind of held back Derrick Chisora fight because he was friends with him. But he didn't want to hurt him and everything like that in the ring. Just wanted to win the fight. So if that's the case, I want to see what he does with in his next fight. See if he's gonna bring out the old Wilder and trying to knock somebody's head off, really knock him out. Like he's been doing most of his career, his entire career, knocking people out. So after the fight, him and AJ passed each other, and he was just telling him like, let's do it, because that fight has been brewing for a long time. It should have happened years ago, but it never did. But what better time than now, but AJ just AJ may not fight him next. AJ just he was in a bad car accident, people don't know, where his friends died, and he survived, but he injured himself too. I think his back and stuff. So I don't know where AJ is at health-wise to be ready to fight anybody. But the Deontay Wilder would be a great fight for him to have. Everybody's been clamoring for that years ago. But if he can make that fight happen, hey, make it happen. The fans will watch it. Especially if it's in the UK, the fans will come out for sure. Because the UK fans are probably one of the best fans that anybody can, have for real. Them fans is crazy, So, with that said, I just want to, I think Deontay Wilder, what he should do is get back. If he's gonna stay in the ring, want to fight again, get back to training, and get back to get a good fight in, whether it's a notable name or not, but get in there and just work on his tools, his timing. Because in that fight with Derrick Chisora, Derrick Chisora was able to smother him a lot, which is probably threw off the reason why he couldn't knock out Derrick Chisora, because he was smothering him, getting real close to him and stopping him from, stretching that right hand out and connecting on repeated times, So with that said, I want Deontay Wilder to get another fight and get back in the ring, get back in the training, because we all know now like he's not gonna get better technically, but he can still try to find a way to perfect that right hand, which is his best tool. Find ways to land it repeatedly. Just master that. Just focus on that, because right now he's not gonna be able to focus on anything. How to throw a good left hook, a good right hook. Just focus on that right hand. And hopefully it lands like it always does before and knocks these guys out. So that's all I want to see from Deontay Wilder from here. And happy retirement to Derrick Chisora. He's been a warrior inside and out the ring throughout his whole career. And that's all I got. It's BoxingMindTv. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all like. Just let me know. All right, y'all.